Alright everybody, we're going to start making some rub today for our great barbecue. We're going to do rub today. We'll probably do some barbecue sauce here in one of our other videos. Then we're going to do the brisket, and we're also going to do the pulled pork, maybe a chicken here and there. The rub is a simple thing, not anything technical. Got to remember, it's not brain surgery, it's barbecue. Keep watching. If you don't know who I am, take a look. Alright everybody, here we go. We're going to make some rub now. Start out with a nice big stainless bowl. I find it best to use a stainless bowl for this. 9 1/3 cups of brown sugar, just your standard brown sugar. Next thing you'll want to do is you want to add some garlic powder, about a tablespoon and a half. You don't have to be real technical with this. It doesn't have to be precise. This will cook for hours. Alright, then we're going to go with about 5 tablespoons of onion powder. Careful of the onion powder and the garlic powder. Next up, we've got just standard black pepper. Black pepper, we're going to use about 1/3 of a cup, between 1/3 and a half. Some people like to add a full cup. It's not that important. You can add as much as you want or as little as you want. Next up, you've got salt. For salt, you want to not use as much because it brings out too much of the moisture out of the meat. So for this right here, I've got about 2 tablespoons of salt. Alright, next up I have chili powder. Now for chili powder, I use about a half a cup, 3/4 of a cup. Some people use 2 cups. They like it a little hotter. Also in this chili powder here, I've also got paprika mixed in there as well. And some people add cumin, some people don't. Cumin's good. It'll help bring out the heat. The thing about the meat is once you've cooked the meat for several hours like we're going to do, it really does away with a lot of the heat off of it and just keeps the flavor, but the flavor will just be in the bark on the outside of the meat. Alright, so now we have it all in the bowl, and we're just going to mix it up. Just mix it up, break up the big pieces of the sugar if you have any, and you just mix it all up. Some people will put this in a blender to mix it up. I don't. I do it by hand. I really prefer the hands-on approach. This will really give us a nice rub for the outside of the meat. Helps bring out the flavor of the pork or the beef. Sometimes I've used it on chicken, but usually just pork and beef is where I use it. It really makes for a great flavor. When you get it all mixed really well, keep on breaking up any pieces that you have that have turned into clumps. Once you get it all mixed up really good, then we'll go to the meat and we'll put it on the meat. I hope this has helped you all with how to make a real good rub. Don't get too technical with it. Don't get too precise with it. You're just wasting your time and your effort when you're getting really precise with it. Okay, now once I've got it all mixed up, it's just nice and fine. I take it and I store it in just a standard Ziploc baggie. This is good for 6 months to a year in your cabinet. You don't need to put it in the refrigerator. When it comes to the mixing of the stuff, something to keep in mind is don't worry about precision. You're just trying to get a good mixture of spices and sugars. This will help bring out the flavor in your meat. It's not brain surgery. It's not rocket science. It's barbecue. Alright, so I'll put this in the bag. And then once I have it in the bag, I will put a date on it, stick it in the cabinet. It'll be good for later on today or tomorrow when we make our barbecue, which I'll show you that. We're going to do a little pulled pork, which will cook for hours and hours. We'll go into all that when we get to it. Alright, here we are. I got it all packed up. It's ready to go. I put the month and the year on it because it's not so important exactly what day it is. Just the fact that it's rubbed. And as you can see, you can actually see the pepper in there. Pepper really is going to bring out the flavor in either the beef or the pork. It really comes out excellent. Alright, this is good to be stuck in the cabinet. We'll wait for us to pull out the pork out of the fridge and get started on it. Alright, that concludes my video on how to make rub. I hope everybody got the information they needed or the information they wanted. Give it a try. To have a great rub, all you got to do is just put it on the right meat, cook it under the right smoke and the right heat for the right amount of time, and it'll be great. Remember, it's not brain surgery. It's just barbecue. Thanks for tuning in.